coming in to join me here. Coach, as always, thank you for taking time. 67-51. Your team loses to Wingate. I thought in the second half you got close, and then they simply outran the team tonight in several ways.
We were close at halftime. I thought we played a fairly decent first half, and then came out in the second half, and they did some things. They put a little press on and stuff we'd worked on, but we couldn't handle it. And they went from a 6 or 7 point lead or whatever it was to a 20-point lead pretty quickly. And, I probably did a bad job there of not controlling the game enough and allowing that to happen. So, they're good. They're good. They're better than us at every single position. Probably got a better coach too, and came out and pretty much took care of us.
I don't know if I'll have a comment on the coaching. I don't know Coach Hancock that well. I mean, she's a good coach, but so are you. Staying on a positive note, Colleen Leung, another good evening for Colleen.
Yeah. It's good.
She's aggressive. I like the way she plays.
It's good. Unfortunately, she can only play limited minutes because of asthma and stuff like that. So, but she got out there and played hard tonight, and was a bright spark in what was pretty average performance by us. And it's hard for us to win when our best players don't show up. And it seems to me like in big games, when we have big games, big when we play teams that are we're not supposed to beat, we really struggle to have our big players, our leading scorers and stuff show up, and that's the defense, I guess, doing a good job on them, and that's me as a coach not putting them in the position to be successful, I guess, but it's hard for us to win when Creed goes 3 for 7, 9 points, and she's been sick as well. You got to give her that. She's been sick. Paholke was sick as well. And Hayley Lepeo's 4 for 8, 9 points. It's just hard. You got to give credit to the defense. You've got to look at me and say, well, coach obviously isn't getting in position to do what they need to do. But it's hard for us to win when we get that kind of production out of those two kids because they're so good and they're so important to us, But I thought, like I said, Colleen Leung did a good job tonight. What's her name? Nicola Hendrick. Nick, I thought, I don't think she played great. She turned the ball over 5 times, so did Sam Creed. And we turned it over 16 times as a group, but I thought Nicola did a better job of being aggressive offensively in the second half, and she hasn't done that. So she was attacking the basket. I thought, looked a lot better. She got to the foul line a little bit tonight, as well as making some shots. So I think she was solid in the second half, apart from the turnovers. We just, there's not really much I can tell you, mate. Some nights you get beat. Nothing's changed. These kids. We're not in the locker room screaming, and there's no panic in the locker room. The girls are disappointed, of course. But there's no pointing fingers. There's no, panic stations or whatever. It's just a game, and you lose it. You would have liked to have won it. I think. We'll have a chance to play these guys again down the track. But what we've really got to do now is, we haven't really got time to worry about this. Win, lose or draw, you've got to move on. And we got a big game on Saturday.
Lincoln Memorial.
Which, if we don't win that, then we'll be looking panic stations because that's going to be a big one in terms of the conference and the standings and all those kind of things. We probably dropped out of the 4 because of tonight's loss, but that win can probably get us back in there. So it'll be a big win. It'll be a big game on Saturday, and a game we have to win. So we don't really have time to sit around and feel sorry for ourselves about this one. We need to move on and hopefully get better, and hopefully we can play better for 40 minutes because we didn't really do that tonight.
You mentioned the team doesn't have time to panic and will not panic. You mentioned something about coaching earlier. What I know of you as a coach, I don't think you're going to panic. I don't think your team is going to panic. You'll be ready Saturday.
Well, we'll be as ready as we can be. Unfortunately, I've thought we've been ready for some of these other games where we've been disappointing. So that's the problem with this basketball team at the moment, is there's inconsistency there. We don't deserve to be any better than we are from a record standpoint because we haven't been consistent enough. So that's the problem. Unfortunately, right now today, I love coaching this team. Let me get that clear. And I love these kids. They're great kids, great young women, and they represent Newberry and they represent their families, and they're top class, top quality kids. But I got no idea who's coming on Saturday, mate. I got no idea what team's going to be there. Whether it's going to be the good team, the bad team, whether it's going to be the team in the middle. And until we can get that problem sort of fixed a little bit, we're probably going to stay mediocre like we are now.
We're going to find out Saturday at 2 o'clock. Head coach Sean Page with the Newberry Wolves. As always, thank you.
Okay. Hey, Mac. Hey, Hadley.
30-second break, and then I'll wrap it up on WKDK.